I say there are some very toxic women in this world, that's what I'm talking about.
I hate all men. I hate all men and they mamas because they made men. And I hate your daddy too, bitch. And I hate your dead grandpa. Like, I hate y'all. Don't help men. That's the point of that part. Don't help them. Give them hell. That's my advice for you.
Relax. I love fucking with dudes that have felonies. I love fucking with dudes that have felonies. Yes, I do. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. You want to fuck with my feelings, Taekwon? That's okay. That's okay. I'll fuck with your freedom. You will never see the light of day again. Oh, you didn't commit a crime? You didn't commit a crime? That's okay. I'll lie. I'll lie and say that you did. Now you broke my heart and
Black Ram 313 back at it again. You know why? Well, it's because this is therapeutic, man. Back again with another video, hence another therapy session. Today's topic and title is Chapter 2 of How to Destroy a Man. Reading a book and giving commentary on this book, man, that talks about how to destroy men. And thinking about this, brothers, I see it like this. I don't fear women or anyone, but I think it's healthy to have a certain type of respect for the beast inside this gynocentric system that empowers the creature. In other words, you're not to be afraid of the beast per se, but like a tarantula, a spider or a snake, you will keep it at a distance. You'll try your best to keep this thing from biting you, right? So it is with the beast in this society. You're not afraid of its tiny frame, its loud mouth, its small brain, but you have to have a healthy respect for the system that empowers this beast, because this system can and will be used against you if the creature feels necessary. So in this series, the review of this book is so that you can avoid the pitfalls, the tricks that this system has for you in order to destroy you. I'm thankful that she wrote this book because it allows us to examine and critique and know what our enemy is thinking and contriving. So let's get on with Chapter 2 of the book, How to Destroy a Man Now. D-A-M-N. Chapter 2. Title, The Damn Online Method. With the fundamentals as our foundation, we can now shift our focus to tools and methods. The technique outlined in this chapter, called The Damn Online Method, is so easy to do, yet so powerful that it's truly phenomenal. Allow me to illustrate with the following vignette. It's Valentine's Day morning. Sam Mann awakes abruptly to his cell phone ringing at his bedside. Normally, he'd ignore such an early call, but his cell rings incessantly. Knowing that people are really blowing up his phone with good news, especially before dawn, Sam braces himself for an emergency and answers the call. What happens next, however, is something he could have never imagined. Hello, this is Sam. Hi, Sam, it's Sarah. Sam is a seasoned business consultant, and Sarah's company is his biggest client. Oh, hi, Sarah. What can I do for you? With a gasp, Sarah exclaims, You haven't seen what's on the internet about you? Sam has no idea what she's talking about. Sarah explains that her company received an anonymous email via their website's Contact Us page accusing Samuel Mann of being a woman-beating alcoholic, drug-addicted, alcoholic, sexual assault, among similar things. The email also instructed the company to Google Samuel Mann, MBA, to see it's true. Blindsided and still on the call with Sarah, Sam reaches for his laptop and Googles Samuel Mann, MBA business consultant. He's shocked by what he sees. His LinkedIn profile promoting his business credentials and accomplishments no longer appears at the top of Google search results. Instead, there is a post on a website called Cheetah Report with the headline, Samuel Mann, MBA, is a woman-beating alcoholic business consultant. Immediately below that search result is another listing on a website called Report My Ex with the headline, Business Consultant Samuel Mann is a psychopedo, followed by a similar post on Ripoff Report, and it goes on. In total, the allegations span from the first 4 pages of Google search results for Sam's name. Any positive information about him, including endorsements from clients, was now buried further back in the Google search than anyone would typically look. Alarmed, Sam defends himself. Sarah, this is literally unbelievable. I have no idea why this is happening. You've been working with me for over 10 years. You know none of this is true. Sarah says, I'm sorry, Sam. This doesn't matter. It's not true. It's all over the internet. It looks so bad for our company to be associated with you. And our lawyers say it makes us vulnerable. We have to cut ties with you. And with that, Sam suddenly loses his biggest client, a relationship that took a decade to build and was continuing to grow. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in annual revenue gone. Literally just a day before business was going wonderfully, Sam hangs up, bewildered and in disbelief. And as soon as he puts his phone down, it begins ringing again. This time the caller's name appears on the ID. It's Sam's second biggest client. You're probably thinking at this point, wow, yeah, that's powerful. And it'd be awesome to destroy a man by ruining his reputation across the internet. But I don't have the resources to do that. Yet you do. That's the beauty and genius of this method. With as little as an internet connection and minutes of your time, you can destroy a man worldwide overnight. Certain types of media, such as complaint websites and Google search engines, are key to enabling the damn online method. Nonetheless, to maximize results, it's still important to tailor all three fundamentals, beginning with allegations. Pause. I had no idea such websites existed. And this is a very powerful point. All you have to do is put it out there in the ether. You can't unring a bell. What's been said cannot be unsaid. What's done cannot be undone. This is pure evil. It's almost like technological witchcraft. Yeah, I'll go with that, man. When you think about it, this is truly how you can destroy a man. Let me keep reading. Crafting allegations. Keep in mind the allegations you craft for the online method will be presented as listings on the internet search results page. As you see when you search for something via Google or Bing, for example, here are just some of the many listings / crafted allegations that Google serves up at the time of writing in January 2018. From the name Darren Ambler, who apparently has been a target of the damn online method. It reads, Darren Scott Ambler, New Jersey stalker predator, on cheaterland.com. Darren Ambler is a 39-year-old sex addict, pervert, con artist, liar, internet addict, former drug addict. Darren is dangerous because he really believes there is nothing wrong with him and that everyone else is either crazy or out to get him. Typical sociopathic, sick, demented behavior. This is just one example. You'll notice that these rudimentary examples, listings, crafted allegations begin with a post or title or headline that the web address underneath is a snippet that provides a sample of the content. We'll talk about how and where to post the allegations online in the media section of this chapter. But first, it's important to highlight what makes a crafted allegation work best for search engine listings for our damn purposes. Although formats vary somewhat, most of the websites you're probably leveraging will require your allegation post to have a title and content. Many websites will allow you to use pictures with your posted allegations, and you can maintain your anonymity. You can use pictures of the man that are already published, like ones posted on his social media profiles or other places online. Next, in order to attract the proper attention, the post title and content you craft need to include scandalous allegations about the man victimizing others by violating legal or ethical standards. Anything shocking can work, but crimes of sexual and violent nature against women or children seem to work the best. A few examples include sexual assault, physical assault, and being a pedo. Other vices such as alcoholism and drug abuse can also work, but appear less effective, perhaps because victims are less apparent. Either way, both approaches are even more effective when phrased as helpful warnings to the public, most likely because they're appealing to authorities, guardian and savior role by implying that weak people are presently at risk. For example, a post title could read as follows: Warning, all women beware of assaulter Dr. Joe Smith, MD ENT specialist. Further, while the post content requires more detail, it needs to only be a paragraph in length for search engines to detect it, index it, rank it highly. Nevertheless, longer content is typically better in the eyes of search engines. As always, it's helpful to keep the fundamentals in mind. Also, it's obviously best to make allegations anonymously if you want to protect yourself from any negative repercussions. You can refer to yourself as simply a victim or a friend of a victim in your post. You can also help maintain anonymity by using a public internet connection like at a cafe or a hotel lobby or a virtual private network connection if you're familiar with how one works to mask your home IP address. Further, some of the websites you'll be leveraging may ask you to register with a username or email address. You can still guard your anonymity, however, by creating a generic username and a throwaway email account through Yahoo or other sites. Frankly, the websites seem not to care who is actually posting. Wow. You don't even have to verify, man. You can just make the allegation, put it online, and there you go. Man, this is rough. The author goes on to give other examples on how to make up allegations on certain people. I'm not going to read that. I'm going to skip down further into the chapter. It reads, periodically posting different versions of allegations, like examples just shown to websites over time, can help keep scandalous listings for the man you're targeting at the top of Google's search results. As few as one post per week on a website, 10 minutes of your time is enough to keep your allegations fresh and trending in Google's headlines indefinitely. Now let's move on to discussing the websites where you can post allegations you're crafting. Leveraging media. As you know from chapter 1, it's difficult to damn without Mary Media's help. This is especially true for the damn online method because it relies on help from specific types of media, mainly websites and Google search engine. Complaint websites are the most crucial type of website leverage for the damn online method. You probably come across them while searching online for a business or a product review, but if you are not already familiar with them, they depict themselves as websites for people to voice opinions and share their experiences publicly. Basically, they make it free and easy for people to post reviews and complaints on the internet for all to see. Examples of complaint websites include the infamous but long-standing Ripoff Report, along with complaint boards and Piss Consumer. In addition to websites like these that are geared toward consumer complaints, there are also seemingly an endless number of dating and relationship complaint websites. Pause. Did you know that, fellas? A complaint website that the Phoebes can look on to see if somebody complained about dating you. You know you're living in the gynocracy. You know you're living in the world of a Phoebes, man. Back to the chapter. Complaint websites such as Report My Ex, Beware, and Cheaters and Homewreckers, where you can easily post allegations. For your convenience, here's a list of over 50 complaint websites available online at the time of this writing. Of course, I'm not going to read all of them. I'm just give you a few. Blacklist Report, Cheater Report, Cheater Registry, CheatersRUs.com, Complaints Bureau, DatingPsychos.com, EvilCheater.com, HeyCheater.com, HomewreckerReport.com, PerverterReport.com, PlayerBlock.com, PredatorsWatch.com, She'sAHomewrecker.com, TheJohnsReport.com, TheyGotBusted.com. Wow. These websites profit tremendously from using public complaints as legal form of extortion, as alluded in chapter 1. Media of this kind shield themselves from legal repercussions by attesting that they do not create the content published on their website. Rather, they just are providing a forum for people to convey it. In that regard, complaint websites can hide behind free speech laws and other statutes pertaining to freedom of expression on the internet, such as Communications Decency Act, Section 230. Similarly, many complaint websites actually promote the fact that they do not monitor, censor, or verify content posted on their platforms, saying that they are providing an open forum while at the same time absolutely absolving themselves of responsibility for said content. What invariably happens, however, and what these websites bank on, is the users post complaints that damage reputations that result in substantial losses for people and businesses. Then the websites refuse to remove the complaints unless they are paid to do so. And the payment they demand for removal is exorbitant, ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars per post. Moreover, many of these websites make it exceedingly easy to proliferate complaints across the internet by offering users the ability to instantly publish copies of the complaints on multiple affiliated websites. They want the posts to appear everywhere online so people will notice them and pay to have them removed. This process is akin to blackmail. In other words, by simply clicking a button on a complaint website, the damn allegation it took only minutes to craft to publish numerous affiliate complaint websites across the internet, which helps make it possible to damn worldwide overnight. However, this money-making scheme that capitalizes on free speech, the reach of the internet, and reputation ravaging could not be successful without the help of internet search engines like the aforementioned Google and Bing. In addition to complaint websites, social media sites like Twitter also play an important role in making the damn online method so effective. Once you've posted allegations on complaint websites, social media can be leveraged to draw even more public attention to them. This is easy as posting, liking, and retweeting or sharing links to the allegations you've published on complaint websites. Posting something as simple as, wow, look at what people are saying about Joe A. Smith, MD. He's a doctor I was thinking of seeing. I could have been ravaged, or, that R word, on Twitter, along with links supporting posts on complaint websites, is enough to broadcast the allegations potentially to millions of people and increase internet traffic to further elevate listing in search results. Next part of this chapter, the title is Leveraging Authority. Even with your allegations published across the internet and ranking the top at the search engine results page, it's sometimes necessary to drop them into author authority's lap, so to speak, to get him to take action. Social media like LinkedIn and Facebook are particularly useful in this regard. For example, as LinkedIn profiles are essentially online resumes, they can be used to find information about a man's current or previous places of employment, his professional affiliations, and names of important people in his professional network, such as his boss or his biggest client. Similar information can be found in Facebook profiles. With that information in hand, you can then message allegations to the most important people / authorities in his network via social media applications like Facebook Messenger, anonymous emails, or the Contact Us page of an employer's website. Through the same means, you can also provide authorities with links to post on complaint websites and encourage them to Google his name to see if it's true. Likewise, you can send similar alert messages to regulatory associations such as the American Medical Association. Wow. Encourage them to revoke licenses or certifications as a man has. As illustrated in the vignette about Sam Mann at the beginning of this chapter, when authorities are directly alerted to allegations, there is an implied duty for them to take action. In other words, terminate the employee. Even more in our favor, author authority makes it nearly impossible for a man to have any recourse against the damn online method. As already mentioned, the media we leverage uses authority, the legal system, to shield themselves from repercussion with free speech and internet law. Similarly, social media giants like Twitter fight hard with their attorneys to protect users' rights to express whatever they want. Moreover, if you maintain your anonymity, who can authorities take action against? It can be impossible to prove who made the allegation on the internet. Besides, as taking legal action is ridiculously expensive and winning defamation cases is notoriously hard, it's usually prohibitively difficult for a man to fight back. And keep in mind that with the swift loss of income, social support, and so on typically occurs as a result of Allison allegation, Mary Media, and authorities' collaboration. Most men will not have the resources to even pay for allegation removals from complaint websites, let alone hire a legal team to chase after the accusers. Even if a man did have the money, very few lawyers, courts, laws are equipped to deal with the new tactics and technology underpinning the damn online method. The legal system is already far behind the times and too slow to catch up. In other words, there isn't much most men can do to recover from the damn online method. End of the chapter. Now let's talk about it. You know, as I was reading this chapter, it reminded me of the scripture that says, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. When a woman becomes resentful and jaded, she will stop at nothing to try to make your life miserable. The damn online method, which can destroy the careers of politicians and doctors and lawyers, even the average Joe, anyone with a social network. The allegations don't have to be true or proven, just made. And since it's a woman that's saying them, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, the allegations will be believed first. You got countless examples of this, of course. Keep in mind, fellas, that it is easy for a woman to destroy you. Tread lightly and with caution. And when you think about it, everything that the author was saying is true. Once you put it out there, it's pretty much over with. And it's really nothing that you can do about it. This does make the case for monk mode. This does make the case for getting your passport and traveling. This does make the case for leaving alone the American woman. Now, you meet a chick on a dating website and things don't go away. Not that you did anything wrong. She can post allegations about you saying, don't date this man. Don't talk to this man. Don't deal with this man. Your reputation can be soiled overnight and unwashable. Man, this is serious shit right here. Imagine being a doctor and dealing with a woman and she comes against your practice by making allegations against you. This can lead to you losing your license, losing your income, and then losing your mind. Statements don't have to be true, but one false allegation made on a doctor of being inappropriate, that might be it for him. And it would be nothing that he can do. The dating game, man, is not what it was. You have to be careful. You have to stay away from this beast, man. You know, and I know that the creature is purely evil, but man, inherently evil. But when you add the system, man, the system, this powerful system that we live under, man, all of the white knights that's willing to come to the rescue, man, all of the simps, this is an unbeatable beast. A lot of guys got mad when I said this is her day, the day of the woman, the day of the female. As I said before, they're hoes living in a hoes world, man. They can't be beat. Not at their own game, not at a game that's rigged. The only way to win is not to play. You got to take stuff like this ever so seriously, man. You have to move ever so cautiously, man. This is why I'm never disrespectful to women. I make sure that I keep things professional as much as possible. When I'm out in public, you know, I really don't speak to a lot of people. This is one of the reasons why I'm in the shadows. I'll speak and keep walking. I try to avoid contact with people as much as possible. I try to avoid crowds. I try to avoid public places, because all you have to do is be in a public place and, you know, get into a argument with a fee beast, and then the whole world will come at you. I try not to be too social. I choose to move in darkness and silence, in the shadows, man. They can have the society. Fuck the world. That's why I can't wait to this place, man. Babylonian system that we live under, I can't wait till it's destroyed, man. This is too much. And people think I'm crazy for saying, get your passport, man. Keep it casual and occasional. And even that's dangerous. Get out of this country, man. Move away from this. Because this place means you no good. They've given this beast too much power. This irrational, crazed creature has way too much power and authority, man. Do you realize for the past couple of decades, it's men who have been victimized the most? Men are victims of domestic violence, man. Of course, victim of the system, child support and alimony. America, the West, period, UK, Canada, even all throughout the globe, man, for the most part, there are some places that are still patriarchal. But this place is almost like a prison for a man. They actually want to punish you for being born a man. It's a bad thing to be a man. And it's only getting worse. So this is just part 2. There are 2 more other chapters, chapter 3 and chapter 4, that we'll discuss. Giving you the game, man, showing you how these beasts plan to ruin your life. The damn online method. I didn't read the chapter fully because a lot of it was redundant information. I just wanted to get the best parts of the chapter to make the strongest points. A lot of them were just examples. This video could have been far longer, but I don't want to clog and bog you down with useless information. Shorter video, but I just wanted to get the main parts. Makes no sense to make something longer than it has to be just for time's sake. Stay tuned for chapter 3 and then finally chapter 4. Again, I'll read and give my commentary. And it's not really much commentary to really give for the simple fact that it's pretty much self-explanatory, but we'll talk about it anyway. Chapter 3 and 4 coming up on the method of how to destroy a man, something that you need to know. The next chapter is going to talk about the workplace. So if you have a job, you may want to stay tuned for chapter 3. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being on the Patreon page. Black Round 313. I'm out.